What is up? What is up? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. I don't have to do too much talking. Obviously, you can see what it is by the title, but we are growing a community in 2024, so please consider subscribing. And if you know of anybody else who might enjoy such content and want to give their opinions, please share with them and let them consider subscribing as well. But enough with the jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and jump straight into the video.
Researchers, I saw this. Oh my God. Somehow, some ducking moron has convinced some sort of like organization to pay them money to figure out if on a male-dominated platform, women are sexualized more. After they do this study, they're going to do another study afterwards to check if water is wet. Researchers collected a sample of 1,920 video clips, bro. Imagine it's your job to look at.
Is that even a big enough
sample? Like, is this hot or not? Like, somebody got paid for this. The sampling process. Okay, so this is the actual. Like, let's look at the methodology. Because this is what really matters. The researchers collected a sample of 1,920 video clips from Twitch TV. Number one, this is a bad way to do it because a lot of these sexualized video clips are going to be deleted by streamers, and a lot of sexual streamers don't have video clips either because they want to use that content to get people to go to the OnlyFans. So there's a little bit of a selection bias there. Not a great way to get clips. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay. Asmongold, big fan, by the way, big fan. Asmongold, shout out Asmongold. Make sure you spam Asmongold, send him this video. Asmon, obviously it's going to be a selection bias, obviously, but the problem is they can only take it from Twitch clips. They can't take it from anywhere else. They're not gonna ask Kick, hey Kick, do you mind if we also take some clips from you? Kick's gonna be like, yo, go walk away. What you're our competitor. Why would we give you anything? Rumble, all these other websites are going to say the same thing. They can only take it from Twitch clips. However, I do agree with you. It is a selection bias. It is because it is a particular type of thing you're looking for. But even with that being said, and also like you said, a lot of these clips have been deleted. A lot of them are obviously made, some of them are even made so that they can drive traffic towards, for example, like you said, the OnlyFans. But it's the best you're going to get, right? You're not really going to get anything. I don't know where else you could pull such content from, especially when you're a competitor to all these other companies, right? I don't know where you could get more content from, right?
Within the most frequented categories of the platform. Okay, so that's also kind of problematic, but whatever. The sampling process was carried out from September to October 2022, focusing on the top videos within the video game and real life IRL categories, which were further broken down into subcategories like just chatting, ASMR, and pools, hot tubs, and beaches. The results showed a clear gender disparity in self-sexualization. Wow, bro, we were looking for where the hoes are, and we fucking found them. And you write in an article about this?
That's what I'm talking about, Asmon. That's what I'm talking about. We found them. Let's go. Come on, Asmon. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out Asmongold. Let's go.
You're getting paid to find this? I could have told you this for free. You go to the section where every girl is making dick-sucking simulators, which is what not half of the ASMR. 95% of the ASMR on Twitch is a dick-sucking simulator.
Pause real quick. Y'all notice how many tabs this mofo's got open? Damn, bro. Like, give your CPU a break, dog. You got a lot of tabs open, man. You don't need all those tabs. There's no way he needs all those tabs. There's no way. Don't get me wrong. I'll find myself in situations where I have a lot of windows and a lot of tabs open, but not this extent. Jeez, bro. Let your CPU breathe, brother.
And you think to yourself, damn, well, this is the way that women stream. How dishonest. You look at the top 100 female streamers. You look at the top 20 female streamers. And a lot of these women are not sexualizing themselves. Try it out for yourself sometime. Open up a normal section on Twitch like Counter-Strike, Apex Legends, World of Warcraft, and just look and see what the women are wearing. A lot of them are not over-sexualizing themselves. I've proved this multiple times. Now, obviously, on Twitch, women are going to be sexualized more because the primary audience on Twitch is men. They're trying to blame men, though? Well, of course it's men's fault that women are sexualizing themselves because they're trying to get men to look at them. Fucking duh.
Okay, Asman, you've lost me there. It's not males' fault that women are sexualizing themselves. That's their choice. You can't absolve them of sin just because males are the dominated target market for the platform. If they choose to sexualize themselves, just like how you're saying right now, there's a bunch of girl streamers who are top, and they haven't sexualized themselves. Somehow they've made it to be top streamers, right? So if the girl chooses to sexualize herself, isn't that her fault? Isn't that her burden? Why is it now our fault and our burden that they choose to do that? That's ridiculous, Asman. That's ridiculous. I have to correct you there, okay?
Parts focus on the image, posture, and behaviors that implied sexualization. The results showed a clear gender disparity in self-sexualization. Well, of course it did. While the platform boasted a larger number of male streamers overall, female streamers were found to engage in self-sexualization to a much greater extent and intensity. Only 2 male...
Blah, 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 Asman. Get to the meat and potatoes. Get to the meat and potatoes, Asman.
To watch Tectone whenever he did that black bar thing.
Why the fuck would I get banned for this?
Only 5 streamers out of the entire sample were categorized as sexual compared to 190 female. We were surprised by the significant difference in the levels of content sexualization based on the gender of the streamers. Nah, this is just like, there's so much wrong with this. Like, you literally go in the section of girls that are using the website to advertise OnlyFans, and you go and be like, wow.
Mate, you're on a website called sidepost.org. What even is that? What even is that? And you're over here trying to argue that there's something wrong with their study? What even is Sidepost?
Number one, the reason why this happens often responds to a patriarchal idea created based on the male ideology. Yeah, no fucking shit, it's patriarchal. Obviously it is. Because you know who likes fucking girls? Mostly dudes do. So whenever you're making content that's sexual, the audience is men.
He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. The audience is going to be men. But don't forget, a lot of the girls are going to obviously shy away from that because they don't want to be seen as, you know, mistresses of the night. We're going to be kind. They don't want to be seen as mistresses of the night. So they're going to be like, no, it's not for guys. It's for everybody. I'm just trying to do me and have fun being me. And then whoever watches, watches. But Asman is absolutely correct. When you make sexualized content as a woman, it's going to be targeted towards guys. It's going to be. But they'll never admit that because they don't want to be seen as a mistress of the night.
So much time on the internet. It's like a caveman is rediscovering fire. We're rediscovering fire. We're learning once again, hold up, wait a minute. Men are attracted to women, so women create content that appeals to men. Holy shit! What? People are we're rediscovering fire every time. Why do you think that is? I'll tell you why it is. It's because people live in a pacified, placid, flaccid world that is filled with platitudes and euphemisms to make all of life seem like it's a lot nicer and more pleasant than what it really is. And so they live in 4 different levels of a disconnect from reality because they can't deal with reality. These are the people that whenever the DoorDash person rings their doorbell, instead of leaving it at the door, they have to lay down in their bathtub and cry.
Hold on, real quick. But isn't the point of life making meaning for yourself? Isn't that one of the points of life? Like, I don't... It's a little bit of a dark take by Asman here. A little bit of a dark take. Because, at least for me, and y'all can give your opinions down below. Let me know down below. But I would think one of the fundamental things for life is to create meaning for yourself. Especially as a human. Now, obviously, if you're some bird. A bird doesn't... What does a bird know, right? A bird isn't in such a sentient place where it can even think, what is going on with my life? What can I do with my life, right? At least that we know of. But as humans, the whole idea behind having a life is to create meaning from it, right? It's to create meaning from it. so that you don't just come here and you're just like, you know, whatever happens, and then you find yourself in a very unnecessary position, and things go south constantly. You're just like, nah, it's just life. Like, I don't care. You're supposed to be trying to create meaning from your situations. That's the whole idea, Asmin. Pretty dark take from Asmin, but hey, we'll leave Asmin be. We'll leave him be.
Even simple shit like this. They've checked out. Bro, and thank God. I wish they'd stay checked out. Normal, yeah, these people don't even understand how normal society works. So these people have to rediscover fire. Yeah, no fucking shit. Girls are doing it for male attention. What the fuck do you think? If a guy could flop his dick around and have the same thing happen, he would. And also, by the way, there are guys that do that. There are. Absolutely. It's not as common because of the way our culture works, but it is. Our long-term goals for research include deepening our understanding. So how it affects adolescent girls and boys. Now we can work to create more inclusive and healthy online communities. Yeah, so you go and you look. It's just crazy. This study is just the beginning. There's much more to explore in terms of the pornification of culture and its psychological impact on users.
Real quick, you see how it says the pornification of culture? Isn't that a woman's fault? Isn't that the woman's fault? This is why I keep saying women create the same men they don't want to be with. Because they do stuff like pornification of the culture. Isn't that the women's fault? They're choosing to do that. Isn't that their fault? I just don't understand why people always feel the need to absolve women of sin. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, they should be held responsible, y'all. Just like how guys are always held responsible, women should be held responsible. Just saying. Just saying.
Did absolutely fucking irrelevant sex scenes that nobody needed. The Hobbit fucking romance with that elf chick and that Hobbit guy, like the dwarf. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck. Like, it doesn't need to be like that. But yeah, it was about The Witcher. I think it was another thing too.
This guy's a nerd.
Cringe, man. It's cringe. I think that there is a pornification of culture, absolutely. But this isn't an example of it. This is just an example of porn.
Bro, when's the last time Asmin had a haircut? Can someone like send me a picture of when he had a haircut? Because I've always seen him with that long hair. I've almost never seen him with a haircut. I know I said I was a huge fan, but I'm not like a always following his content fan.
Master Chief's ass. I didn't. I did? Well, you're wrong. Okay? You're wrong. Nobody asked. Dedicated to nothing but people streaming in hot tubs. Gets which genders the majority, if not all streamers are. Thank you. At least this person realizes what a massive fucking selection bias this is. Like, this person says, they're like, oh, I wonder if men or women are sexualized more. They go out of their way. And look, it's categorized as sexism. Well, yeah, it is sexist. Yeah, it is. Because it's dealing with sex.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Asmin, you're looking at sidepost.org. Why are you over here acting like you're looking at like the Washington Street Journal? What's sidepost.org, Asmin?
Real money to watch hot tub streams and hot tub clips and ASMR clips, almost 2,000 of them, to come to the fucking brilliant conclusion that in fact, women sexualize themselves more on these sections than men do. Somebody got paid money for this.
Yeah, no, wouldn't you want to take that money, Asmin? Like, I'm so confused. Wouldn't you take that money? I'm pretty sure, just like how you're saying, how did he even, sorry, because you're over here talking about how someone got paid to run this study and come to the conclusion that you could have told them at the beginning, right? But I'm pretty sure they knew the answer to it at the beginning as well. But there's no harm in taking someone's money who's an idiot, telling you, hey, create this study and I'll pay you. I'll do that too. I don't understand. I don't see how you wouldn't do that. I know you would do that, Asmin. Stop acting like you wouldn't. I know you would. So why are you going after this person who did it? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Asmin, come on.
Discover fire. There's always somebody stupid enough to give you money if you believe in yourself hard enough. Tell men don't sexualize women. Men open up social media. Well, I mean, the thing is that, like, this is the thing. Like, this is like, guys, any guy that doesn't get this should never talk to a girl until he understands it. Women don't like to be sexualized whenever they're not trying to sexualize themselves. Women that are trying to sexualize themselves do not represent all women. So whenever I see, for example, this girl right here, her title is Sexy ASMR. She's trying to sexualize herself. If you go into her stream and you sexualize her and I say she looks hot, I'm not doing anything wrong. But if I go and I'm trying to watch some girl playing video games and the one moment that she gets up to walk away from the camera, I clip it and, you know, title the clip Craigasm or Gyat, guess what? Now I'm being a fucking creep. And if you don't see what the difference between those two fucking things are, you need to stop talking to women until you figure it out. God damn, they need a whole research to come to this conclusion.
That's fair. That's fair. You're right. You're right. He's right there. He's right there.
Flat. It's like, well, you know, we figured this out, like Copernicus figured this out back whenever we didn't even have a microwave. Like, this dude didn't have a smartphone. We didn't have a NASA. How did Galileo, Copernicus, all these fucks figure it out hundreds, thousands of years ago? But you still think that? Because you're stupid. You can't convince people that are stupid that they're not stupid. It's no duh. People not privy to Twitch need a science journal to believe it. Well, the problem is that the methodology of the research was bad. And I think it was bad because you look at the most sexualized sections on Twitch and, like, you're not really looking at a norm audience, right? You should decide it based off of a collective of people rather than just looking at an extreme. And, like, you're basically going, like, where are all the OnlyFans girls? Well, they're on hot tubs and ASMR, right? Let's fucking be real.
Okay. My problem with his take right there is that just a second ago, he was over here complaining about how people are being creeps if they go into a girl's stream who's not trying to sexualize themselves. So they shouldn't do that because they're creeps, right? And now he's over here saying, well, I don't like the fact that they only took sexualized sections of the platform. What about all these other sections? Did you not just complain about or talk about how you shouldn't be in other girls' platforms who aren't sexualizing themselves and saying all these comments? Did you just say that? And now you're mad that they didn't take everything else? Come on, Asman. Come on. Still a fan, though. Still a fan.
Either way, but the similarities would have been a lot more similar. And I think also, like, what the problem with this is that this is incel ammunition. This is like another point on the graph that incels can use and say women are hoes and all they do is sexualize themselves. Look at this article and this research that was done. But, like, the truth is that the research is flawed. The selection bias is obvious to anybody who understands Twitch. And it's and the conclusion that they draw from it is fucking stupid too. So, like, everything about it is stupid, but this is something that, like, again, horseshoe theory, incels and hyperfeminists will be like, oh wow, look at this, because it validates their insane ideas. More gyat and more titty. I think most people just want to be able to watch whatever the hell they want. Like, that's it.
I mean, I guess that's a fair point. Fair point. Anyway, that seems to be the end of our video. I want to thank you so much for watching. Again, the goal of 2024 is to build a community around all these platforms. So again, if you are new here or if you're old here and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you know of anybody who would like to share their opinion and give their take on these things as well, share it to them and also let them consider subscribing as well. And then also my Twitch, I am on Twitch at JokerTheFNL. I am on Twitch. And I'm going to be on the other platforms as Kick, Rumble, and all the rest of them as well. Currently, I'm just on Twitch, so please go follow my Twitch at JokerTheFNL. The other channels will also be JokerTheFNL, but I'm just trying to get a couple of things together before I can stream on all of them at the same time. But again, I want to thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Much love, y'all. Peace.